Hello viewers, welcome to class 10 ICSC Foundation Mathematics by RS Agrawal, Goel Brothers Publications. We are with chapters and measures of central tendency, in which we are going through the one topic, that is mean. And in this episode we are going to talk about the shortcut method. In the previous episode we have seen the direct method for finding out mean, and in this episode, that is 9.2, we are going to see the shortcut method for finding mean, but not for classes. Now, what is the another name of shortcut method? The another name of shortcut method is assume mean method. Assume mean method. That means you are going to assume a mean from xi, and that is denoted by a. Okay, we'll see first of all the formula, and then I'll solve one example so that it becomes easy for you to understand. The formula for finding out mean by shortcut method is x bar is equal to assume mean a plus sigma fi di upon sigma fi. So this is the formula. Now you might be wondering, what is di? Di is xi minus a, right? So what do we require in our data? First of all, we require class intervals, but class interval is not there, so we require class marks. That is going to become my xi. Then what I require? I require frequency, that is my fi. From here I am going to select. Sometimes you will be seeing in certain examples the frequency which is highest, the highest frequency corresponding to that xi is considered as our assume mean a. But if you see, then it is better to take the assume mean from the center. So suppose if there are 7 data or 7 observations, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then from here 3, from top 3, so you select 4th observation as your assume mean. I will show how. So assume mean a is one of the xi, and here di is equal to xi minus a. Afterwards what you require? You require to have fi di. Then here sigma fi, as well as you require to find sigma fi di. Then you put it into the formula, you get the value, that is the mean related to the shortcut method for the given data, or you can say assume mean method. Let us solve one example so that it becomes very clear how to do this method. So here in my question paper, or you can say in the question paper, it will be given like this. So example, so not example, you will be given a question, and this data will be provided to you in a tabular form. I am not going to draw table, but I will be writing out what is there, the data. So variate, that will be your xi, and it is given as 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 20. Corresponding to that frequency is given, that is my fi. So here frequency is 184, here 212, here 327, here it is 376, here it is 614, here it is 372, and here 450. And it is been asked that you have to find mean by using shortcut method. So find mean using which method? Shortcut method. That's it. So how will you do? So in your answer paper it should be like this. Answer. So you are going to write each and everything. First of all, whatever data is given, that you have to write down. So you will be writing variate. This is your xi. This will be your fi. So let us write the variate is what? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. Frequency is given as what? 184, 212, 327, then 376, 614, 372 and 415. What is the first thing you require to do? You just write down the formula here, so it becomes very clear that what data you require to obtain in a table. That means it becomes easy. So x bar is equal to a plus sigma fi di upon sigma fi. So here you require to find out a first of all, because you require a. A is assuming. As I told you before, that frequency having the highest will be considered as the assumed mean related to the xi. So here 614 is the highest frequency, corresponding to that xi is 22. That is going to be our assumed mean. Another way I told you that suppose there are odd number of observations, then you take the middle one. Here how many observations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 observations are there. So you take the middle one. Which is the middle one? 21 is the middle one. So 21 is the middle one, and that is going to become our a. So this is our assumed mean. So we got a, but still we require to find out di. So di is equal to what? Xi minus a. Now di xi minus a, right? So first of all, what is xi? The same values. And what is a? One of the xi. So 21 minus 21, so it becomes 0. If you go here, so it becomes what? 20 minus 21 is equal to here 19 minus 21, here 18 minus 21. So what will be your answer for that one? Here, but then that will put equal to, then I will change the color so it becomes easy for you to understand. So it is minus 1, here it is minus 2, and here it is minus 3. And here if you see here 22 minus 21, 23 minus 21, 24 minus 21. So is equal to. So here you get how much? Here you are going to get 1, here you are going to get 2, and here you are going to get 3. Then what else we require? We require fi di. So what is our fi di? That means 184 multiplied by minus 3. 184 multiplied by minus 3, you will be getting minus 552. Then 212 multiplied by minus 2. So that will be minus 424. Minus 327. Here it is 0. Here it is 614. Here it is 744. And here it is 1245. Now afterwards what we require to do? We require to find out the sigma fi and sigma fi di. So here this is our sigma. So here sigma fi is equal to, if you add all these things, how much you are going to get? That is 2500. And if you do the addition of this one, you get sigma fi di is equal to 1300. So I hope you understood this part. Now the simple thing is that put all these values in the formula. So x bar is equal to, what is the value of a? 21. What is the value of sigma fi di? 1300. And what is the value of fi? 2500. Now 0 cancel, 0 cancel, 0 cancel, 0 cancel. Multiplying both numerator and denominator by 4 in order to make it 100. So it becomes easy for finding out in decimals. So 0.52 is my answer, because 25 fours are 100 and 13 fours are 52. So my answer is 0.52, no, 0.52, not not 52, it is read as 0.52. So please be careful while reading it. So our answer is 0.52. If our by calculating 13 upon 25 we get 0.52. By adding with the assumed mean, what is my answer? 21.52? No, 21.52. So x bar is 21.52. This is my answer. So what is my answer for by assumed mean method or a shortcut method? It is 21.52 is my answer. So this is the way we do the sum. It is pretty simple. Knowledge of multiplication, addition, subtraction, division is required, and I think it is pretty simple. So this is the shortcut method, also known as assumed mean method. I hope you understood. We'll see the examples, one more example or the exercise in the next episode, but still I have to go for one more method for solving or for finding out mean, that is step deviation method. So in next episode I am going to work out with the step deviation method. Thanks very much guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for your patience.